Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the Tamari's KF2 Summer Showdown CD Tournament 2022. My name is Tamari. I am the host of the tournament. And joining me tonight are Boris the Animal, today's cameraman, indynick, one of our co-commentators, and also ZeElmo, another one of our co-commentators. So could you all please say hello?
Hello all, it's Boris the Animal.
Howdy ho, this is indynick.
Good day, everyone. I'm ZeElmo.
All right, and Elmo, would you like to give us a quick overview of the match that we currently have today?
Yes, of course. So we are moving into the third round of the tournament, which is the last round before the playoffs begin. For this round, we are playing FrightYard with FrightYard ASL 50 Max Monsters. Today we're watching THICCSNACCGANG69 play. Earlier today we had 404 play their match. So
Very
we'll
exciting match, by the way.
goes. And I'm thinking, Tamari, you can go over the scoring system real fast, yes?
Yeah, sure. So the matches in this tournament are scored using a new scoring system that we developed, and basically there are several sources of points that the teams can earn. The goal in this tournament is to maximize the points for a given match, and those points are attributed from the following. So there is 100 points earned per completion of a wave, which results in an overall score of 1,000, which is basically the base score. And then there are a system of bonuses on top of that. So the first of those being the health bonus, which is designated by HB in the upper right corner of the screen. That's a value that starts at 600 and will decay by 100 every time somebody dies. The next bonus is the OB, which is the objective bonus. And this will be rewarded to teams for completing the stand your ground objective zones. They will earn 200 points for each completion. And we have the time bonus, which is designated by TB, and that is in direct relation to what is known as the par time. And if you look at the upper left of the screen, you'll see the match timer up there. There's a green timer that says par, and essentially, when the match is completed later on in the game, for every second that the team is under that green time, they will earn a point for that, and that is the time bonus. And then last but not least, we have the no medic bonus, which is designated by NMB, and this is a 1.5x score multiplier that is obtained by completing the match without a field medic. And that's basically it. I didn't think I missed anything there.
No, I don't think you did.
So it looks like we're still waiting for, I'm not sure who their last member is of the team that is going to be joining here, but I guess since we're waiting still, it'd be a good opportunity to talk about the map. And I had a couple things I wanted to say about that, so I guess I'll kick this off. Like Elmo said, we are playing FrightYard. A lot of you that are watching probably recognize this map from Killing Floor 1. It was a great map in that game, and it also turns out to be a pretty good KF2 map as well, which is awesome. It's a very rare occurrence. And one of the things about this map in particular that is different from every single map that we've seen thus far in this tournament is that we actually have the addition of a fully isolated solo lane. So there is one area in the main hold, assuming the team uses the main hold, of course, where one player will actually be all by themselves. And this is quite different than the other maps because all of the other maps they've played so far, they've actually had multiple people in the same area covering. So this time they're going to have a player by themselves, and that's going to require a bit more execution on their part to keep that lane under control, especially because the said lane actually is also the initiation for the kite route. So whoever decides to take that lane, it's most likely going to be a gunslinger. It could be illethP here, who we do see playing gunslinger currently. It could be him. Not sure yet at the moment. It also obviously depends on who goes what, but they will have that to deal with. But overall, in general, the hold on this map is very, very communication oriented. And we actually saw that earlier in 404's game. There's a lot of stuff going on here. You've got long sight lines, very high susceptibility to time rage flush pounds. The flush pounds, do have that 15-second rage timer that activates when they see you, right? So THCSNACCGANG69 is going to have to be very careful about long distance sight rages, especially when FP spawn all the way across the map. And in general, yeah, like I said, there's a lot more execution involved in this map than the previous round. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. And also, by the way, there are 4 objectives. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about the score. My apologies.
Yes, and the 4 objectives are on waves 3, 4, 7, and 10 for a total of 800 points should the team complete all 4 of them.
But from what I heard, a few of them are quite spicy.
Oh yes, a few of them are quite spicy.
Yeah, to be honest, all of them are actually pretty hard. They require quite a bit of additional planning and execution, and some of them are actually just straight up more difficult to do depending on your perk composition. There's just some that are not almost not worth going for if you don't have specific perk comps. But I know that this team, from what I've seen in the previous matches, they will be running a Berserker on Kusu. So there's a possibility they could do some of these objectives that are a little bit spicier than normal for most other teams because they do have that Berserker, but we'll have to see. And it looks like we did just get an update from Freed, Sir Freed. They are just waiting on their last member. No problem. We could just keep talking about the map and about other things while we wait. So how do you feel about this match, Nick? Overall,
I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do. I'm willing to bet they're probably going to do the main hold, but I honestly feel like Illeth is definitely going to be doing the solo lane.
yeah.
He's the strongest member, I feel, when it comes to that type of, solo goodness.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you, especially because on round one, which was Hellmark Station, illethP actually did solo a lane there as well. So, if anything, I mean, obviously, who really knows for sure, right? But if anything, from what we've seen, he has the experience of doing it already. So it seems like it would be fitting, right? You would imagine so. So I'm with you on that. I think it also will probably be illethP soloing that neon blue warehouse room. I don't even know what that even is. It's like a warehouse, but it's like a cafe or something. But that room, and it can get pretty spicy because again, it is the initiation for the kite. So if the team has to leave the hold for any reason, they have to go through that room. And one of the worst things that can happen to the person playing on that lane is the team calls for a kite and the lane is not clear. Because then the team has to wade through, basically an ocean of Zeds to get through. And that's almost certainly going to result in a death or two, which would reduce some of their health bonus, right? So it's something that the team's going to be cognizant about. Whoever is on that lane is going to have to be very communicative and call things out early if they need help or whatever it is they need, right? Whether it be a medic nade or something, assuming they go with a field medic here.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, if they have a sharp, he is definitely going to be saving those freezes for that moment. If I were him.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, it looks like Blueflamex, he is a Firebug player, will be playing his main perk, and that's another point where Firebug can actually shine is during kites. Firebugs are really really good. They're obviously great trash killers, but they're actually extremely good at pushing ahead during the kite and clearing out like doorways. They can stumble larges out of the way with Heat Wave. So
Which I love to do. That is
yeah,
such a useful skill.
it's very good. It can even rage. It can stumble raised FPs. That's what I meant to say. And looks like our last player has arrived now. It will be multiGAINZ, and I'm not sure if he's going to be sticking with Sharp, but I think now we can probably go ahead and have you do a roster rundown, Nick, if you wouldn't mind.
I will do that. Looks like we got illethP as Gunslinger, Kusu as Berserker, aweeeesomj as Commando, Blueflamex as a Firebug, Freedsnipers as Medic, and multiGAINZ as a Sharpshooter.
And he's currently in the loo. He will be here in a second. He's inside the loo.
Who is Lou?
He's on a magical adventure.
He's going places.
So yeah, they are going to be running that Sharpshooter. Honestly, Sharpshooter, like Commando, it's like a must-have perk for CD, I feel, because freeze grenades are just so good. They're the best grenade in the game, hands down. The highest value grenade in the game, right? By just straight up like per use. And again, I always talk about this every single cast, so I'm gonna say it again because I feel like it's just like I don't know, it's just important to bring up, but they are going to be running only one Sharp, it looks like, here in this composition. So the danger with that being that they only have multiGAINZ' 6 freeze grenades, assuming he uses always prepared skill. And that's it for the wave, right? There are no ammo boxes enabled in this tournament, so there will be no way for him to resupply his ammo or his grenades rather, or ammo once he runs out. So that's going to be a valuable resource that they're going to have to really save. And like you said, Nick, they're going to want to try to save those if possible for the kite, right? If they need it, because that's really the biggest contention point. That room that the solo lane is in, whoever's going to be there, there's a really, really big hole in the wall there, and Zeds love to flood through that right in the way when you're trying to kite. So that could be a really bad time if they don't have a freeze ready at that moment.
For sure. I'm thinking, personally, it can go either two ways. I feel like Illith in the blue room is going to be concrete, but either it's going to be Kusu and Blueflamex on the front of the hold between all those cargo containers, or they're going to go on the right side and hold over there while the sharpshooter and commando hold the front. I mean, it can go either way, but I feel like that's going to be either one of those holds.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Because Illith is their only gunslinger, he's almost definitely going to be in that neon room, just because that's a classical gunslinger lane, and there's obviously only him. And then, yeah, I agree with you. I think having the Firebug with the Berserker is going to be a good choice for the same reason that we actually had 404 last match run a Demolitionist with their Berserker player. And it's good for the same reason that it is for that matchup, because both of those perks don't really have to care about getting precision kills. So they just work perfectly together, right? Kusu can basically group up a ton of Zeds for Blueflamex. Blueflamex can just nuke them down with fire. And then meanwhile, you have the Commando and the Sharpshooter on the gas station lane, which is a classical Commando lane, because there's a lot of openings there for extensions. The only thing I wanted to say real quick about that before I'm ready to go here is that if they do decide to put multiGAINZ on the gas station, he's going to have a little bit of a trouble in time getting to access to all of the lanes. Like, say, for example, if he's on the gas station and illethP needs a freeze, he's going to have to actually move quite a bit of distance to get to that position where he can throw that, unless he's trained some kind of throw, some kind of Kobe throw or something. It's definitely going to be something that he's going to have to like deal with right throughout this match, is because he's the only sharp. That's the disadvantage that I was saying earlier about having one sharp, is that they're responsible for watching over everybody. So anyway, I'm ready to go when you guys are, if you want to give them the okay.
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
You good to go, Emma?
Yeah, that's about wraps it up.
Perfect.
Let's make him play.
Yeah, let's get them going here. So I'm going to go ahead and tell them we're good, and then we should be going live in just a second here. I think they're actually on the stream because they did it before I even got done typing. So we are going to be going live here, and as I suspected, they're not going to be going for the nomadic bonus. That's probably for the better. One thing that I forgot to mention before the match started here is that THCSNACCGANG69 is competing for a place in the playoffs right now. They're currently out of the money at the moment, so to speak, where there is a chance that they will face elimination after this match if they don't get a certain score. So I reckon that they're doing this for safety, get the best amount of points they can. Right now, their main goal is to try to outperform Team 404's match from earlier. So,
Ooh, straight through that door. I don't think I've ever seen anybody run through there.
It looks like they're going to be they might just be running the kite route instead of trying to cut through the middle. That's actually not a bad idea.
No, not at all. Sometimes it can get really hairy for some people when everybody runs through straight through the middle and everything.
I feel like the main downside to running the kite route back to the main hold is that it takes a significantly longer amount of time.
Yeah, it just wastes
depending on whether you stop and hold here and there.
But again, though, like I said earlier, THCSNACCGANG69 does only need to beat 404 to secure a place in the playoffs. So they probably already know that, and they're probably reckoning that they don't need to do anything super crazy, right? They basically just need to win the match. They just need to complete the match without dying, and they should be able to secure a spot. Which is really not like it's a smart thing to do, right? Just play it safe and just focus on winning. But it looks like they're
taking the wave 3 for a holdout point, whether it's interesting or not.
Wonder if this is just for this wave or if they're gonna actually chill here. I reckon they probably won't be seeing here.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that they're just holding here just to get through the wave quicker.
Yeah.
Blueflamex with one Scrake. Let's hope somebody can go. Ooh, and I don't know what happened there, but everybody lost a lot of health.
I reckon they're just gonna. Oh, it looks like they're just dipping out. That's probably for the best. But now that they did have somebody drop, though, they do all need to drop and follow suit. And it looks like they are going to be doing that. So we got some good communication coming out there. Because I don't know if that drop was intentional. It seemed like it wasn't, but maybe it was. And now we're going to be finally shifting closer to the regular hold for this match. So we'll see if we were right about our predictions of where people go.
So in regards to how multiGAINZ and MJ lost a bunch of health just then, they shared a lovely Husk Blast with one another. MJ just happened to
spicy.
stand in the residual flame for a little bit too long.
Yeah, their palate wasn't quite ready for those spicy meatballs. It was a little spicier than they expected.
They make them hot out there, you know?
Oh yeah. Carolina Reaper spicy meatballs.
Propelled at Mach 2 towards your face. It's not a great look.
with just a touch of napalm added for flavor.
And looks like we're going to be wrapping up wave 1 in a second here. We got 10 Zeds remaining. There's one single Scrake, it looks like. I don't think I see another one.
I think he was already dead before you said it.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Scrake did go down with no issues whatsoever.
The beauty of having a firebug on this lane, or at least if they plan on doing it, is bloats will not be a problem.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, there is one more Scrake. I was right, actually. I just didn't... I thought he was a little bit closer than that. Yeah,
He's taking his
bloats
sweet
are
time.
weak to fire damage, so... Sorry, go ahead, Elmo.
He was taking his time. He was doing a little bit of trolling for time.
I feel
Yeah.
like every Scrake has been doing that lately. It's like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
You talk a lot.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that bloats. I talked about this last match, right? It depends on where Blueflamex goes. If he goes with Kusu, which I imagine he probably will, just because that's a pretty typical matchup in CD. But Berserkers in general are very susceptible to basically all of the mediums. So that'd be bloat, husk, and siren, and especially siren, of course, right? Because they completely ignore armor and all that. But Blueflamex can especially help out Kusu with bloats, because bloats are very weak to fire damage.
this
But
is
it
a
looks like
very interesting hold.
Yeah, they're going to be inside the neon room. Interesting. Almost kind of seems like they're just choosing a different area for every wave, which would be kind of cool. A little
They're
around
doing-
the world.
They're doing the hazardous monkey approach of holding.
Oh boy, yeah. See, there's those husks that I was talking about, and Kusu had to dip out of that fight because those guys are not fun to fight as a berserker.
Especially when all you have is a Grovel.
Those flamethrowers can decimate you in a matter of seconds, and we actually almost had that happen last match. Or Ninja Husk almost walked in, pro Husk moment, almost suicided on Trifractal. So those are not to be trifled with for sure.
Kusu with half HP. Ooh.
Oh, what the heck happened right there? How
That
did he?
was
I-
quick.
Yeah, he just didn't get healed from there, and
Wow.
Scrake just got a good hit on him, and I also think he got double hit because he got hit in the sand pile. Or
Yeah, I was gonna say that had to be like a double hit or like a Goomba or something, because I feel like I just looked at him and he was fine, and then suddenly dead. But that's not good. They're gonna lose that line of defense on that opening, and I think they actually might want to think about kiting. To be honest.
yeah, they need to get out of there.
It does
Ooh,
look like
flame
they're going.
power. Ooh, good freeze though. That would have been terrible. Kusu always seems to have this unfortunate just death on wave 1 or wave 2.
Yeah, that's
Kind of
really
unlucky
unlucky.
with those.
Really unfortunate, honestly. That is going to be 100 health bonus off of their HP pool, which isn't too big of a deal considering the match just started. But yeah, that could definitely add up as time goes on.
That did the trick. Yeah. Get it. Eat fire. I'm ready.
I do
Great
believe
extensions
they
here
just
from
got-
MJ.
A single 500 Magnum on illethP. That's interesting. Maybe he really wanted to hurry up and get some sort of killing power off the get-go.
One thing I think is worth mentioning right here about this spot that they're currently traveling through, that red container that's right next to the ramp that aweeeesomj is currently standing on, does have a spawning volume inside of it. And later on in this match, if they end up having to kite in the middle of a wave and they're approaching this ramp, there's a good chance that Zeds will spawn in that container, which will then block the ramp. And that's something that we always typically, for example, when we're playing this map, we always tell people to, whoever's first, run up there and LOS block that spawn, because so many team wipes have happened as a result of that. So that's something that to look out for as we go through the match.
Yeah, luckily though, if the ramp is blocked, there's a alternate way to get back up, but it just takes a bit longer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this map's got a lot of extra paths, and in fact, the Redux version of this map, which we are currently playing, does have a couple extra ramps. One of which is actually directly down in front of the team there. It's kind of hard to explain where it is exactly, but so they're running right past it right now. That ramp that Blueflamex just ran past, that's actually a new ramp that was added to this version of the map to give just a little bit extra route options when kiting. But in general, this map has a lot of really dangerous contention points like the one I described, and it's just something that multiGAINZ is going to want to save freeze grenades for it.
For sure.
That does conclude wave 2, and we do have our first objective coming up on wave 3, which is the original hold that they used at the beginning of the game. So I wonder if they're going to go for that or if they're just going to skip it.
It kind of reminds me of a Pac-Man level right now with the way the borders are set up.
This hold is I had fun making this hold. I'm just gonna say that it's pretty fun to make.
Waka waka.
It's totally doable too. Like it looks intimidating, but it's actually not as bad. I mean, we saw them hold there twice now. It'd basically be the same thing, but it looks like they're not going to go for it, which again I don't blame them for, because they do only need to focus on just winning the match. They could literally get no bonuses, and they just need to win the match and complete the game. So they're probably not too worried about going for that, and I don't blame them for that.
Kusu's got a fire axe and a nail gun. Interesting.
Freed is currently putting bullets into his back for some reason.
That reminds me of another berserker we had. Who was it that had always ran with a fire axe and a nail gun? Was it Kusu?
It was Snuggy. It was Snuggy.
Yeah, Snuggy. That's what it was.
Yeah, Snuggy really likes the fire axe. The fire axe can actually be pretty decent. It's not a horrible melee weapon. Fun fact about the fire axe is actually the only melee weapon in the game that has stun power associated with it, which
Just
is a
to make
callback
it-
to KF1.
Yeah, to make it feel like its original KF1 counterpart.
Yeah, it's a nice little callback to the previous game.
It also did get buffed a good year or so ago, so it is actually a viable melee weapon at this point.
I remember when it first came out, it was horrendously slow.
Yeah, it's definitely seen its share of buffs, which have helped make it a little bit more viable, but it's still not used very often just because there's so many other better options, like the Bone Crusher, for example. You do have one FP breaking through the front line here, but should be dead. He's dead. There he goes.
I am assuming that he's using the fire axe mostly as a stepping stone weapon before
Yeah.
he gets something stronger. I'm assuming he's probably going to go with his usual and get the Bone Crusher.
Ooh, 3 husks right now that are aiming at Kusu, and he's not going to really be able to do anything about them, so his teammates are going to need to help him out here.
Ooh, the crawler!
One is in melee range, barbecuing
Oh!
him.
Oh, that was so close. The crawler just knocked that husk all the way towards the team.
There's a husk that got in. Oh, that was close. Yeah, illethP almost died, and then Kusu almost got barbecued right there. The crawler did just like launch that husk at him. That was kind of scary.
Those are high IQ strats for the Zeds.
Yeah, that was a scary situation, because the thing is, like, I think Blue Flame, he's only using the trench gun right now, the Dragon's Breath trench gun, and that's not a very good weapon at range. And so those 3 husks that were coming at Kusu, he really couldn't do much about them at that
Oh,
distance.
we got like a huge amount of Skrakes and an FP coming on Kusu's lane.
Oh yeah, if they can get a good freeze off on these, they can get them all though. They still have 6 grenades available.
Or a good set time. He does have
Or
the
they just
nail gun, so he could just go in and take them all out.
Yep. It
Yeah,
looks
there goes the FP.
There he goes. Great use of Spartan right there with the nail gun from Kusu.
Yeah. Good
And then the freeze
freeze.
comes after. Very nice.
Oh, that was wonderfully executed.
So what I really like about this hold here that they're doing is that they have Kusu outside, basically acting as just like bait, basically. He's like in the, in the piranha pool, basically, and every Zed that drops into the arena from that side of the map will go to him because he's right there. And then Blueflamex is basically, he's provided with like a basin to just shoot at. And because Kusu is just grouping up all the Zeds for him. And then meanwhile, everybody else is on the other opening. And what's nice about that is that they have this really long way to just back up if they need to. Like, there's a lot of room on that angle. And that seems to be really working well for them here.
Does look like
You
they're
have the
going
next
for this
objective.
objective though.
Man,
Yeah.
Kusu has his Bone Crusher.
Ooh, this is cool. This will be nice to see them go for. So the thing about this objective, if you get like an upper angle of this, Boris, there is 2 like out of sight spawns here. There's one with like planks on it, and that will actually spawn mediums. I think it's every 45 seconds. So they actually can just straight up have husks just like walk in and drop right on their head here. So that is one dangerous thing to think about with this hold. There's actually 2 of those spawns. There's one right by the exclamation point where it says next objective, and there's another one at the planks. So they'll have to look out for that.
Another thing they have to contend with is that on top of the white crates right next to Kusu, there's also a spawn volume that can spawn larges, so they might actually just get bombed with like flesh pounds or skriks.
Yeah, and yet another thing as well too, if that wasn't enough, is just look at this area, right? It's just a big L, and if they both get pushed at the same time, there's nowhere to go.
Yep.
There's no kiting out of that, you know, so they have to be very careful about managing their space here.
Got to be worried about sandwiches.
Very nice little corner hold.
That's a nice cozy little corner. And also one additional thing, I feel like we're just only talking about bad stuff, but one additional thing to be concerned about with this hold is, again, sightlines. Specifically where Kusu is currently standing, there's a massive sightline there that goes all the way down that lane to the very end, and if a flesh pound walks out way back there, he will begin the rage timer from that far away.
Oh,
and in the event that multiples of those happen at once, that could be pretty bad.
Oh, good thing Kusu's the Zerker with a bone crusher. He might be able to just... It doesn't matter if they time rage when he can just block the hit and you continue on.
Yeah, exactly. That's one benefit of having a
Ooh,
Zerker.
rage skip.
Ooh, yeah.
And he did not want Kusu either.
No.
Getting a little bit pushed right here.
Still doesn't want
Aggro's walking
Kusu.
in.
Doesn't want-
Blueflame took a crit, almost died, but nice freeze, and then good job in Kusu getting in the way there to block that from having any
That
more
was
effect.
so close.
We're almost done
Oh.
with this, though. They just need to get 30% and they can leave.
That FP really wanted none of Kusu though. That was absolutely insane. Almost cost Blueflame his life.
Yeah, that would have been really unfortunate if that happened. That's just like, sometimes aggro just... They just don't want to switch aggro to other people nearby them. Even if you're like in their way, they'll just ignore you. But they did manage to recover, and they are reaching 95% here. They're almost done. Like I said, they could leave as soon as this is finished if they want to, if they feel like it's too hot. And that is going to be the objective complete, so they did just earn another 200 points on top of their total score. But I reckon now, though, at this late in the wave, because they're actually doing okay, they'll probably just stay. I would.
They did also just offset Kusu's death, and yeah, they do have an established hold, so staying is probably the option they're picking.
I wouldn't want to kite out there.
Yeah, it's very, very, very risky to kite.
You see what's out there? It's dangerous, man.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
that's
seeing
that
that.
shrapnel.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we're seeing that synergy, right, between the Chaos perks and Berserker, like I was talking about. You know, the Firebug and Berserker combo or Demolitionist Berserker combo are both really, really good matches for each other. Kusu groups everything up for Blueflamex. Blueflamex gets a kill, and then it just stuns everything, and then everything dies. It's really great.
And not only that, Blue Flame doesn't really have to care about, you know, re-rages or,
Yeah.
you know, going a little too crazy.
He just doesn't have to care about precision kills either, right? He could just literally body shot everything, and it's perfect for him, right? It's like it really is like a perfect match. Berserker sort of enables Firebug and Demolitionist in that manner. Yeah, very, very well held though on that objective. That, like I said, that is going to be a 200 points, and like Elmo also pointed out, that does basically counterbalance the death that they had from Kusu. So then, you know, they actually netted 100 extra points, right?
Repair
exactly.
the points.
Still making good time too. We're going into wave 5, and it's only 14 minutes on the clock, so looking real good so far.
I'm not too sure what Freed was trying to do there. I think he was just checking his mail and forgot the timer started.
I love that they're committing to this hold though. This is cool. This is definitely not what I was expecting. I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
man, not at all.
The hold that we saw Team 404 do was the hold that most players use on this map, and it's the standard hold on this map. But they're making this work, and like I said, I like their distribution of perks.
Looks like we had a triple pound on Illith's lane.
Oh yeah, illeth peaked them too. It looked like so.
Yeah.
timers are starting now.
Yeah, there they go. Luckily, they were able to freeze the first one.
Yeah,
Thought
there
they
goes
got
that
two.
second one. Yeah, the second one did time rage like I suspected he would. And they got to get this last FP down here. Ooh, got a crit off though on aweeeesomj there. They gotta push back up hard here. They need to get these extensions from MJ, and then push back up here and recover this lane because they do have a lot more Scrakes and FPs coming in.
Fortunately, it is pretty target-rich environment here, so she should be getting full here.
She does indeed get full extensions, which is a great job on her part. And yeah, that's the advantage of this setup they have, is they have such a nice open lane. Oh, but this Scrake is causing a bit of trouble here. They did manage to get him down.
Kusu's out of the medic's line of sight. Ooh, we got double FP. Kusu
I
doesn't
don't know
see
if he
it.
even sees them. Yeah,
No.
he's not even looking at them. Well, that could be bad if he doesn't turn around and see them. I hope Blueflamex is calling it out to him.
Oh, he almost was caught in
nice
that.
EMP. That was a really good reaction EMP from Kusu right there.
Yeah, if they kicked him to that corner, that would have been over for Kusu.
It's under 100 Zeds left now, so they're pulling this off yet again. There's a triple FP coming on the front lane where the commando is currently holding, and a bunch of QPs it looks like.
And Kusu has every Scrake in the world right now.
That's actually a really unfortunate set timing.
Yeah, it's gonna end right when that largest show up on the other lane, which is unfortunate.
Let's hope
Yeah,
it
just
self
as
freezes.
the FP comes around the corner there, it's gonna end here.
But they should have that down. There are two more coming though, but they haven't seen the players yet, so they should be able to get these QPs down and then deal with the two flesh pounds, no problem. I suspect they'll just freeze them. Or no, they're just gonna Giga Chad, just
Destroy
blow
'em.
his face stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, there they go, and they are down. And there is
that's that
wave
wave
5
done.
complete.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. They're handling
Yeah.
this really well.
I really like this hold they're doing. It's very interesting. A lot of moving
It's working
parts.
so well because of their perk setup, you know? Their perk setup is really enabling that super well, and they're doing a great job of leveraging the strengths of all of their perks in their team. Yet another thing that I haven't mentioned that is, I think, worth mentioning, is important, is precision perks generally find it a hard time to deal with inclines. And if you were to swap, you know, Blueflamex with like illethP, for example, Illeth would not have to deal with a hill, right? While Zeds are dancing around Kusu constantly, and it would just be an utter nightmare for him to land headshots, right? So they're doing a good job of understanding the strengths and weaknesses of their perks and putting them in the appropriate spots. This is quite literally like the best setup they could have done for what they're trying to do. Like, they have everything in the perfect spots, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Anyone dead?
When was the next objective again, Elmo? I think it's wave 7, you said?
Yeah, and it's in here in the hold.
Yeah, so I imagine they'll be going for that objective then. It literally is in their hold.
Nah, they won't like the purple lines. They'll say ew and just leave.
Hey, you know what? I have a problem with that. Because purple is the best color. So. Don't like purple? Get out of my tournament. No, I'm just kidding. That's mean.
Get out of here.
One other thing too, again, about this hold, I'm just trying to think of things to talk about with this hold because there's so much like rich like stuff to talk about. Another good thing about this hold is the lack of visibility. Because they're in this room, especially I'm mainly talking about the side where the commando is currently, there's a very distinct lack of visibility there. And when you have situations like that, you actually influence Zeds to spawn slightly faster because more of the spawn volumes are able to be activated at once. So they're actually making pretty good time because of what they're doing right now. Oh, but a flesh pound broke past Kusu, who's currently busy outside. But Blueflamex got that really nice stumble with Heat Wave. That's not going to be a factor at all. Great job on his part there. Saving some potential damage on the team there.
I think Illeth is currently rocking the OG loadout.
Yeah, I see some 500 magnums on him right there.
Single dig though.
Also, the obligatory yeet, his grenade bind. Gotta love it.
Kind of unfortunate timing though, but it looks like they're recovering from it.
They're also avoiding a lot of again on the commando side of things anyway. They're avoiding a lot of LOS on FPs from far away. Because by the time the flesh pounds can see them, they're right there and they just kill them. Like what just happened right there. And then another one's coming right now, and he's most likely going to suffer the same fate.
On the flip side of that, the Chaos Lane has really long sight lines. As you can see right here, 2 FPs just ran around a corner and they can basically see them instantly.
Yeah, and if Kusu's not careful, like just happened again there for the second time now, he can have largest sneak past him right there. Luckily, it was just a quarter pound. And luckily, Blueflame was again paying attention and was able to get that heat wave stumble, but that could become a factor later, right? If you know, something bad's going down and he doesn't see it. A rather unfortunate thing about the fact that the Chaos Lane is where it is that let's say they have to kite and they just happen to get a crazy spawn way in the back, they're gonna have to run directly into a train of time rages, which could be potentially bad as well. So but once again, I mean, there's a triple FP going on right now at the commando lane, but they're about to take these out, no problem. Most likely.
Oh, the re-rage there.
It was a re-rage.
The nice thing is, though, since, like you said, there's no sight lines for the largest, that FP just calmly walked in, and the timer started as soon as he walked in rather than before.
Exactly.
You perish.
Yeah, and honestly, like, this isn't really... Oh, sorry.
Walks in calmly, gets his head blown off. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy peasy.
Easy game, easy
What a
life.
fight.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's honestly, I like that because like if you think about it, if they were doing the outside hold, right, they would have to deal with that potential reality occurring on all of the lanes at once. Where now only one lane has to deal with those really long distance sight rages, and that's a lot more controllable, right? I really like this. Like, this is super cool. This was definitely unexpected for sure, and I think it's cool that they're making this work super well.
And now they're about to have the easiest objective points of their lives.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much free points for them, I feel, at this point.
I get a feeling Kusu's not going to really swing that hammer as much as often just because he wants Blueflamex to get all the kills because Blueflamex is in the square.
I just want something to happen so we have an excuse to go to their war room. But so far, they've just been
just wait. Ooh, we got a triple. Ooh, triple FP double scrake with a quarter on Kusu's lane, and they're all about to get angry.
Yeah, Blueflamex is just raining fire on them.
And here they come. Oh, this is gonna get rough.
I think they can do it. They haven't stumbled yet either, so either Kusu or Blueflame could still stumble them when they come up if they haven't.
And there goes one of them stumbling, yeah. Just as you said it.
If the Z time keeps going, yeah, these things. Oh no, there it goes.
Yeah, and add insult to injury too. They even got the proc from Z-Explosion, so just stunned one of them too. Kusu's got a husk sneaking up on him right now though. Oh no, he walked inside and avoided that though unknowingly. He's probably gonna take it out now though.
I don't think they've seen it yet.
Yeah, they haven't even seen it yet. Blueflame just needs to turn a little bit to the left. There he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
it's like he heard me. He heard me, and the voice in his head told him.
But yeah, that was great. I was expecting a lot worse there.
Yeah, I reckon if anything, if they keep playing like this, we probably can go to, if they do wave 10 objective, we can go for that Warden for sure, because that's definitely a spicy one. We'll have to see what they decide to do.
Commando lane is about to get a nice little trickling of a lot of larges. I see like 5 scrakes, 2 flesh pounds, 3 quarter pounds. It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, look at that. But again, none of those are going to see them until they're right in their face, so that's why this position is
ooh, I think Kusu got a time rage from all the way to no, I don't know, but that's FP time rage, and I don't think anybody peaked.
Oh, that rage though, or the backpack shot right there from Blueflamex raged 2 FPs on Kusu right there. You're gonna have to help out Kusu here. He's gonna get pushed into the room. Great freeze from multiGAINZ right there. Got all. Did he get all 3 of them? Yeah, it looked like he did.
An infinite Z time microwave gun, or sorry, Helios gun.
The sun rifle.
Yeah, just absolutely destroyed that push. 95% of the objectives, so they are going to be securing this and just finishing the wave here, I imagine, as well. No reason for them to leave, really. Honestly, probably is like one of the last flush pounds in the wave. I don't think I see any more. Oh no, never mind. I spoke too soon. There are 2 more coming to the commando right now. They're about to come around the corner.
I still want to know what raids that time raids that 1 FP.
Oh,
Oh,
free.
what happened there?
I don't know. That's unlucky though. That's gonna be another 100 points off the health bonus. I didn't even see that. Like he just feel like he just died instantly.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance
You have to
even.
engage these strikes a little more carefully now without the healing.
Yeah, for sure. There's only 1 left though. They should have it.
Ah, trapped in a corner.
Oh, I see. That's unlucky, man. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's just like avoidable, but like, you know, it happens, right? Like it is what it is. But it is gonna cost them another 100 points. Unfortunately.
Justice is a blind fool.
But they now have the benefit of a medical sacrifice, so you know that could really help them out.
Oh yeah, that carries a lot of weight in the eyes of the KF2 gods. You're correct.
I mean, you got to make that sacrifice for the RNG, right? The
Exactly.
RNG gods.
And they sacked the medic, so they got a lot of favor.
I already have a pile, but thanks.
To your eyes.
I mean, if anything, the only thing this is really going to cost them in the grand scheme of things is just time. That's really all this really does, because the trader is right there. They just have to waste a little bit of time to refund Freed and get his weapons back in order, but nothing really too crazy. And they're still sitting at a nice 400 health bonus, so that's, you know, that's basically 2/3 of the points. And yeah, entering wave 8 here, so we're already nearing the end of the game and we're still at 23 minutes on the clock, so that's pretty good time as well. 1300 seconds of time bonus remaining still for them. Oh, holy crap. Okay, so the commando lane is about to get a triple FP, a triple QP, a double Scrake, and like 3 husks.
That is a lot of meat. Holy hell.
Yeah, that's a lot of meat for sure. Whoa, excellent freeze there. You got a quintuple freeze.
Every one of them. Holy.
Still a lot to deal with though. If they don't, they're not gonna get any extensions, I don't think though. Yeah, there was nothing to extend off of.
That's the problem when you get that much meat on your lane.
Yeah, ooh, Freed getting kicked into the corner there. They gotta help out Freed here. What the heck? The QP just got lost for a second. You guys saw?
Yeah, I
I
saw,
saw it.
Freed just looked at him, and gave him the mean bug, and the QP got scared and it just left him alone after trapping him in the corner.
I would like to imagine the QP just turned around and went, "Hey, what happened to everybody?"
He just didn't like how Freed smelled. I don't know.
It's that spearmint gum he's always eating.
Maybe he let one off or something in the corner there, and he just like, "Oh, I'm out of here, bro." No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, that was weird. Though. I've actually never seen that before. That QP just like straight up left him alone too. He's just like, "I'm out of here, dude."
They don't appreciate that lemon and mint.
Oh, we got a quad.
Ooh, yeah, okay, so there's also a lot of stuff going on in the Chaos lane as well, so... But man, that time is so perfectly timed, though. If aweeeesomj can get these... Ooh, unlucky she accidentally dropped them there.
Ooh, really wants the commando. Doesn't care about anybody else.
This could be a war room right here if they can't get this down, because outside is not looking good either.
Looks like they've got their lane back.
There's still more coming, though. There's another FP back
Ooh,
there.
better watch Kusu.
Yeah, Kusu's dropping into about half health here. I just saw too, someone in chat said it's a sacrifice. I think they're right, actually. It was the sacrifice. That's why Freed was able to get away with that.
Ah, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's gotta be it.
That has to be it, right?
Ooh, Kusu got knocked out of position. He's getting into a corner. Sirens are yelling at him.
He's got to get out of there. Oh,
He is cute though. He's cute to fall here.
yeah, and the FPs actually helped him there because they deleted that siren out of existence right there.
Can I ask what just happened to that one FP? It looked like he ricocheted off the wall at least 2 or 3 times.
Kusu grabbed the back of his head and just went.
Yeet.
Is that better? I'll fix you.
And this is a really speedy run. Holy crap. This is so fast.
Watch me. I'm reloading. I'll fix you.
This is going to be like a sub 35 if they keep this pace up.
Perfection.
New round in.
Oh, Scrake doesn't care.
Just- he really just wanted to go to illeth right there. That's pretty funny. I love when they do that. It's really funny.
I always feel offended, like when I'm not good enough for you.
Yeah, this is pretty insane gameplay going on right here from THCSNACCGANG69. Like Kusu is basically enabling almost single-handedly this hold working, because
More to be done?
so many, like, if you had tried any other composition with this, the back lane where Kusu has been holding would have just crumbled,
Yeah.
and then that would have resulted in a kite. It just wouldn't have worked. Like, he's literally the reason why this is working, and he's doing a really good job of protecting that big open brick wall with Blueflamex, excuse me. Right now, they're sitting at a nice 2,700 points going into Wave 9. So as long as nothing crazy happens, they're looking to secure probably at least 2,300, 2,400 points, maybe, depending on how fast they play. Probably like 23, 22, maybe even. Which is still a good score. Again, they only need to get like 1,000. So they're just playing it safe and just, you know, they don't want to take any extra risks.
Tasteless displays of wealth, anyone? Warrior will always seek battle.
I'll fix you.
I'd better be dead. Another hit on you, demon.
Move on, friend.
Oh, Nick, you left the game, sir. I don't know if you got DC'd or
Might
something.
have some technical difficulties here.
No worries. We will carry on. So right now, not really much going on. There's just no larges that have really showed up yet that I can see. I know they're on their way though, probably toward the commando. Yeah, there is a Scrake that they just killed there, but I think there's another FP. Yeah, there's like 3 husks coming. Oh wow. Okay, so at the gas station, there's a triple FP, and there's 6 husks that are poaching currently right now.
Can't have you dying on me.
Oh, and they
Also
messed up that
the-
freeze.
Oof. Yeah, that triple FP got in a little bit of a traffic jam back there.
Yeah, they're gonna show up all at the same time here. And also, currently Kusu has 2 FPs that are coming that I've seen him for a little bit of time now, so they might time rage here. He's gonna have to. Oh, another. Yeah, there's a lot of larges coming in now from both sides. It looks like, and the commando lane is about to have to deal with those FPs I was just speaking about earlier. I think they should be able to get them though.
Can't have you dying on me.
There we go. Yeah. So they did manage to get that down, and they got to help out Kusu now because he did get broken through just here. If he could just keep these in place, they should be able to get this down, no problem, with the Z time.
Yeah, and there they go.
Yeah, there they go. Like as I was saying, it just happened. Once again, we see the importance of Commando Z time. It's just so good. It's like
Nice shooting.
the god perk, I feel. Commando is like the hard carry in CD.
Big and beautiful.
Yeah, that's a lot of Scrakes and QPs, but they should be able to get these down. Yep, another Z time. Like it's like they just knew.
The game knows. It's planning ahead for them. Will MJ see those slashers there though? Oh yeah, there she goes. And the body? No body? Okay.
Oh yeah, she was. I think she was gonna go for it, but well, they need to watch that FP body. They almost got mic'd right there. That was kind of close. Always makes me nervous when I see that, because if he just like decides to sway to the right a little bit, he just smacks someone for like a full crit damage.
My best
Yeah.
assumption is that they left it alive for the end of set time there, and then MJ did not have quite enough ammo to go through with a kill on top.
Yeah, that's what I imagine happened as well.
Sorry about that, folks. I had a power surge.
No worries. Welcome back, sir.
Did they find it? The power that they were searching for?
No.
So we'll be losing you again?
There are more to kill.
No.
Weapon if anyone needs it.
They found a backup.
Oh, that flesh pound just
Ah.
bouncing back there. What the heck? There's a flesh pound standing on another flesh pound's head for like 4 seconds right there. Ooh, okay, so
We do have a triple FP inside the hold now.
yeah, in the hold currently, and they're all about to be angry. They're all mad now. But I mean, Kusu is just gonna get in there and body block that. Looks like, and a great stumble right there from Blueflamex again. Yeah, that's not gonna be a problem whatsoever. Yep, and they all go down. Such excellent use of their perks strengths right there, man. It's really nothing more to say than that. I hope they decide to go for this wave 10 objective. I really want to see them try it. I mean, the way they're playing right now, like they really don't have much to lose besides like obviously fully wiping, but I just can't see that happening. The way they're playing right now is stellar. And it'd be cool to see them try to go for it too, because it'll give us an excuse to listen to their comms.
The thing is though, that the wave 10 hold is so spicy.
It's doable though.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's doable, but it's really, really spicy and therefore super risky. So we might not see them go for it just because they need to play safe.
Yeah, that's what I imagine as well. They probably won't go for it, but if they did, it's totally doable. We actually managed to complete it a couple times, and it's totally doable. But yeah, it's just probably too risky. That's the unfortunate reality. We'll see if we can try to find the excuse to go to their war room this next wave here. But yeah, entering wave 10, and we're on 31 minutes right now, 31:30 basically, and that's again that's a really good time. 873 seconds of time bonus remaining. And they did 2 of the 4 objectives anyway, so that's honestly not bad, you know?
Who stole all the freaking action?
No, and if we're looking at a good 3-minute wave, just about, then we're gonna finish at around maybe the 47-48 mark.
Yeah, so they're gonna end up with about probably like 600, 500 TB at the end, if they, assuming nothing bad happens and they kill the boss quickly. Which will be Patriarch, by the way. I forgot to mention that. The boss will be the Patriarch.
AKA the big bully. Get bullied, Patriarch.
Yeah, but he does have an increased health for this tournament, though. He does have the health equivalent of 16 players worth of health. So he will be a little bit beefier than normal. Enough to the point where the team will have to consider prioritizing damage on him in order to stop him from getting away to heal. Because that will waste a lot of time, right, if he does.
And the more he heals, the more dangerous he gets. Ooh, we got a Quint, I think. Oh, we got a lot of time raging.
Time raging.
Wait, why? What? Oh, we should go to a war room for this, I think.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, shit!
What happened with that re-rage? We need to really stop doing that.
Same trash. Don't kill too much trash. Don't kill too much trash.
Keep coming back.
Fucking gore.
All the way to the
I think
corner.
I'm gonna die. Or not.
We got a pounded strike behind us.
You're not dying.
You guys need to catch up.
We need to
What
move.
are you guys doing? Let's go.
Jump around if you have to. No, I'm leading one away. I'm leading one away.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm low.
Moving
Oh
the back.
fuck! I thought I was gonna get that.
Get off the wall.
Go right. Go right. Oh no. Never mind then.
Keep coming.
Nice stumbles.
Focus on
Yeah,
large. Focus
Kusu,
on
what
large.
are you doing back there, buddy?
I need heals.
wanna
I need
catch up?
heals.
I agree.
Okay, this guy needs to die.
Alright, you're over there by yourself?
Yeah. I have extends. One more. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck was that pathing?
Alright, I'm gonna be rich.
We're gonna have to move out of here really quick.
Hold on.
What the fucking crawler, dude?
One.
We haven't dropped yet. Okay.
No, we have not dropped yet, but we're gonna have to go soon. Drop.
That was my fault.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Get around this corner.
I'm going
Yeah,
around.
we really, yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I have one.
Can I get out this way? I think I can.
Keep backing. Ooh, nice.
Can we retake the
I
hole?
love it.
We could try.
I think let's try to take this right here. Let's just hold right here for a little bit.
Here, have some of that.
Somebody needs to watch back spawns. Then.
Kusu, get out of the gas tanks.
Gas tanks. Kusu.
Yeah, Kusu. Yeah, where you're at. Bad place. Bye, Kusu.
Bye. Continue. We can't
Keep
hold.
running.
We can't hold that. Yeah. Kill each other.
I got hussed.
I need darts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck, I'm dead. I'm ID. I'm across. I'm gonna try and cut around. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Okay. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We
No,
got this.
This is so winnable.
Winnable.
Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Let's not hang out here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to focus
Shit.
hard on the.
That's it.
Guns are fun, right?
I shouldn't have stayed back to try and help Kusu. That's on me.
Come on, friends. There are more to kill.
The FP
Yeah, I
is
was
weak.
surrounded by like 6 flesh pounds.
My boots, your face.
This is so winnable. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great.
Let someone besides a medic take the rage hit.
I'm gonna be ghosting. You guys have a lot of trash behind on the turn. On the turn. Careful on the turn.
Nice
You
ball
have about
toss.
three FPs
Ow.
raged on you. Two FP, 1 QP. Your
Okay.
path is clear.
I need heals.
Fantastic.
Yep, no, you're good. You're good.
I'll fix it.
Alright.
Good.
There's 2
Someone
FP
take the
now.
hit. Someone take the hit. Okay, good, good. One more
No,
rage.
they're
2
Keep
more
coming
rage.
back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back.
Ooh.
One more rage.
Watch the Goomba.
MJ, 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 MJ!
Ooh, nice.
So-
Still feel crappy.
Freeze,
Drop down.
Go,
Hey, drop.
go.
Drop,
Drop.
Dropping.
Oh,
no, no,
don't
Gains.
go that way. Don't go that way. Go left.
Go.
Go left. Go left. Go
Go.
up.
Go up the ramp.
Go
MJ.
up, yeah,
Go
go
up the
up.
ramp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got
freeze,
it.
Justin, freeze this.
I don't.
Shit.
I dropped.
Yeah, you guys are good. You guys are good.
Take care of this
Alright,
straight.
Back is clear. Back is clear.
Okay.
I shoot.
I need to get my spares.
Nice. Good
Oh,
shit.
the
guys.
Helios rifle!
Let's fucking go, dude.
I'm gonna go grab my spares.
Lovely.
You have 1 more rage FP and a QP.
You guys need to take care of that rage Greg soon.
Yeah.
Get angry.
Yeah, get out of bar. Get out of bar. Oh, actually, no. You guys are good.
No, just keep coming back. I mean, if
Okay.
fighting retreat
Your face.
because of that guy right there.
behind.
Someone stand in front.
What?
Someone stand in front.
Just a rider and blow up behind you guys. You guys are passing. It's okay.
Okay. Let's pound it is.
Careful, re-rage.
Share.
Careful, re-rage.
Ready to fight.
Don't share the crit.
House behind. Nice shot.
I'm
Keep
running.
coming
I'm
back.
running.
Keep
hold
coming
on.
back. Keep coming back.
Yeah.
At the
He's
moment,
weak,
just
he's
3
weak.
FP. 3 FP, 1's raged right now.
Good tumble.
2 raged. 1
Very
raged.
good.
One per. Okay, I was gonna say one
Rage.
person take.
MJ, take the hit. Take 1 hit.
Yep. Taking hit.
Back off. Okay,
Great. Thanks.
Nice.
I got next one.
I'll fix you.
good.
Yeah, 1 rage coming in.
MJ,
Clear in the
MJ,
corner.
go back
3,
up there.
2, 1.
An improvement.
Can't have you dying on me.
Have more.
Nice.
Nice.
Reloading.
My wounds are
How many pounds we got left?
And I see one.
One,
That's
yeah,
great.
1
Straight
FP.
right side.
Scrag.
I see one flesh
FP.
pen.
Yeah, majority left are Skrakes.
Ah.
Raging.
Watch our husk.
Pissed off. Reloading.
I'll fix you.
Like, I'm
MJ
kind of a
with
dick,
the-
honestly.
Thanks. Move on.
Oh man, that's craziness.
That got very close there. Throughout that entire wave, at that, they almost had a wipe there at one point when Freed got trapped out in the middle by that
Yeah.
little sludge pool or whatever that trap is, And if he hadn't made it through that, not only would have ended up in a wipe most likely, but they actually would have cost them the match as well. And they now officially are going to be able to have enough points to actually secure their playoff spot, I believe.
That poor scene with that poor scene with Ella though, it was like the sinking of the Titanic. It was just the door was slowly being succumbed by the wave of FPs.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I actually saw him stuck back there, and I looked away, and he called out in the chat that he was gonna go, around or something, and then I turned around and he walked out of my screen and then just died. I was like, oh, okay.
He's going around the long way.
Yeah. Damn,
Man,
what
my
an
heart was
amazing
in my
match
throat
right
for
there.
that
Your herd?
entire duration.
Seems
My herd was in my throat.
One stop should I spend my newfound love on?
Yeah, that was quite a spectacle to watch. That ate up a lot of time, but like I said before, all they really needed to do was get complete all 10 waves, and they have managed to do that. And so that will actually be officially, even if they were to wipe on this boss, they will earn 1,000 points, which will put them in the playoffs. So that is going to be a congratulations to THCSNACCGANG69. They have officially clinched a spot.
Oh, that's his full load. I was wondering what his other guns were. He looks like he's got dual 2011s of 500 magnums and a single deagle.
See what they decide to do for Pat. I mean, they really could just do whatever. Like, they could literally wipe here, and it's whatever. You know, it doesn't matter.
Pat, of course, spawning in the room full of death.
His room is just covered in blood for me.
Stop wasting my time. Show yourself.
Come on, Pat, open up with a rocket. No, gun bullets this time. Oh, it's that time.
Oh, what is he doing? That was weird. He turned around for some reason. Yeah, so Pat does have a little bit more increased health than normal. Like I said, equivalent to 16 players, but he's just getting absolutely melted because that's just how the life of Patriarch be. He just gets kind of melted every time.
Yeah, he's getting dumpstered right here.
Yeah,
yeah, he's probably dead here.
Yeah, there you go.
Right there. First
the classic.
Round 3. Very nice.
The only thing that could possibly go wrong with Pat is just somebody accidentally catches a rocket or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is going to be the match. 1929 is the final score for THICCSNACCGANG69. Once again, congratulations to them. That will give them enough points to secure a spot in the playoffs. So let's get a couple of them in here for an interview and talk about the match with them, see how it went.
What a match that was, though.
The ending was absolutely amazing. I'm glad my power decided to go out midway through and not at the end there.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's super. Like, it was insane how close it got. It got so close to a wipe, but they managed to pull it through. And huge congratulations to them. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get multiGAINZ and Freed. So I'll go ahead and grab them and bring them over. So just give me one moment here. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
So, Freed, how come you didn't die on wave 1?
That's because I didn't. I tried really hard to stay with the team this time, and watched out.
Could have done it for the boys. Come on.
I thought.
I do appreciate the medical sacrifice there on the later waves.
Yeah. I got knocked in between the bar tables trying to slow the horde down. I just got hit and just slid right into the tables. I was like, freeze me? Okay, I'm dead.
I threw it way past you. Freeze me! I'm gonna throw it through the window. All right. Too much gains.
You died so fast. I couldn't I actually looked at you and then I looked away and, you were dead. And I was like, oh,
yeah, it happened really quick.
Yeah, so I just want to start off by saying congratulations, you guys. That is going to be enough points to qualify for the playoffs. So how are you guys feeling about that match?
It was pretty good. We died a lot more than we have in practice, but
it happened.
I think we did pretty good. I felt pretty good about it.
Same. Even with the minimal practice, I feel we did pretty good.
It was very well done. We were honestly surprised at the hold you guys chose.
Yeah, we've kind of found that holdout mainly by just trying that objective.
Yep.
And then we were like, huh, this is a lot smoother than holding the gas station. We kind of want to do this, so we just started holding that one.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all, but it actually really worked out in your favor because you, like what I mentioned to the stream was that you guys basically had only one lane that had to deal with time rages, right, instead of all of them. Because if you hold in the gas station like typical hold, then theoretically all three of the lanes can deal with time rages potentially, you know. And with the way you guys were doing it, you didn't really have to worry about that with the side that the commando was on, because by the time the largest show up, they're right in your face already, and you just kill them, you know. And that actually worked out beautifully well.
Yeah, and then with Kusu being down below us a little bit, it was really easy for Blue to just kind of snipe with the Helios and spread his fire everywhere.
Yeah, he was. Both him and Blue were putting in a lot of work. Like,
oh yeah,
every time I looked at a lane, I'm like, oh my god, look at all those larges, and then okay, they're all gone.
Yeah, we were trying to find an excuse to come in and drop in your comms, and it's just like nothing's really happening though. So, but like luckily we got that kite on wave 10. But yeah.
Also,
really
if you're wondering what happened to me, why I randomly disconnected there, power surge happened.
Nice. You gotta love it.
Yeah, they didn't find it. That's unfortunate.
Nah, he just got bored, but then he changed his mind and said,
Yeah, I came back. It's like they got this, and then I heard from Oracle saying Wave 10 will be lit, and I'm like, okay, I gotta come back.
Gotta get back to that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually really understand what happened there. I'm not sure if Boris was able to catch an angle of that, but I was watching outside the commando lane right before that kite happened. I literally watched 4 FPs just rage for no reason, and I don't know why. No one saw them. I don't know. Like, it looked like they just like appeared and then they just suddenly got mad and for like no reason.
I think someone was peeking around the corner. GAINZ might know better because he was over there. I was spinning around in circles.
Well, that's the thing. I was watching pretty heavily over there on that lane, and I noticed on around like wave 3, maybe 4, an FP time raged. But when I looked into seeing like how they could have been spotted, everybody was just in there, like all the way in there. Like there's no way he could have saw anybody the way he was like raged.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that from the angle that I was looking at it, there's really no reason why they should have gotten mad. But I'm not sure though. It's possible they could have seen somebody like.
Yeah, there could be possibly just an itty bitty fucking microscopic seam that they saw someone's big toe through.
Yeah,
maybe when someone was jumping, it might have been just enough for them to see over the ledge or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been. There's a lot of things that could have happened for sure, and like I just wasn't like watching all of the lanes actively, but you guys still handled it pretty well. I got kind of close, but I mean, hey, you pulled it off, right? You just had to win the match. That was really like, even if you guys died on the boss, that would have like really not mattered, you know?
Yeah.
You just had to beat the match and just get the 10 waves done.
We really wanted to kill a boss this time.
Well, you got the best boss to do that. Jesus.
Yeah,
we got your frustration on Pat.
Yeah, we really wanted to kill the boss, and that was kind of like our main goal. We made sure we could beat the map before we even tried doing any of the holds. Or not the whole.
Real quick, I also want to thank you guys for letting me
the
join
objectives?
Tamari, our little squabble of trying to get me into the tournament.
Yeah.
Appreciate you reaching out though and keeping contact.
Yeah, dude, of course. Yeah, it was a bit of a rush in the first week. We had, you know, just a lot of schedules changing and stuff like that. But no, I'm really happy that we managed to get you in, man. It's been really cool, and I hope you've been having a lot of fun so far.
I have. I met these great people and just having fun.
Oh yeah, dude, that's awesome.
And you were throwing some wonderful freezes out there, if I might add.
That was one of my probably biggest weaknesses is freeze management. Sometimes I throw too many when I was called for.
Well, sometimes I'd rather have too many than, you know, not enough.
Yeah,
true.
Worked out pretty well though.
Yeah, it's just something you. Oh, go ahead, Nick. You first.
I was gonna add to that. Speaking of Wave 10 and all that, I have to say that scene with Illeth getting cut off for the rest of the team, there was no way for him. Like I was watching just a horde of FPs just circle around him. it was like a scene from the Titanic where, you know, water is flooding it everywhere. There's no way out.
I was laughing to myself, like just chuckling to myself because I already said this to everybody else in here, but to you guys, I was watching the way where I was looking right in my screen when I was like watching you guys. I was outside the door looking into the hold you guys were using, and I saw Illeth like trying to get in, and I was just like, oh man, this is bad. You know, there's like I don't know, they're like 7 FPs or something. And then I hear him say, I'm going to go around, guys. And then he runs out of my screen and then just dies. And I was like, holy shit. He's going
around the
like, I'm going to go around, guys. Boom, just dead. And I was like, what the hell just happened? It was really funny.
I think he was trying to say, "I'll see you around, guys."
See you guys in the next life.
Next round.
No, it was really fun to watch that, and the hold was unexpected. Like I said earlier, that was really cool. I think you guys did a really great job of utilizing your perks' strengths. You know, like playing to their strengths. That was like a classic example of it, honestly. And you know, maybe even something for future teams, right? Because we are gonna, you know, we still have some more rounds to be played, right? So I wouldn't be surprised rather, if we don't start seeing more stuff like that coming out from maybe other teams, because that Berserker combination, man, with the Chaos perks is really good. Like we had a Berserker demo in the 404 match that was also extremely effective. So, and I think up until now, well, I mean, besides Berserker, you guys have been running Berserker the entire tournament, but like we haven't seen any Firebug usage really, besides your team, and definitely no demo usage. So I'm wondering if that's gonna like change at all. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, we're not sure. We've been kind of playing with like Firebug or demo. Like it kind of depends on what map we're going to be doing, if we can actually take the no medic, you know, risk by running a demo.
Yeah.
But I think running Firebug and Zerker has been working pretty good.
yeah, unless you have that medic still, right? And I mean, Firebug and Zerk is still really good too. I mean, you could just like group everything up for the Firebug and just melt everything.
Mhm.
Definitely effective for sure. Oh, I actually have one question for you, Freed. How did you feel at that moment when that QP just like kicked you in the corner and then just decided to just walk away? We were laughing our asses off at that. That was funny.
I was just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm gonna die again, and okay, all right, I'm fine, I'm all right.
Okay, bye.
I've been having lately a habit of going, oh, I'm not dead, and then I die. So I didn't want to say, oh, I'm not dead, because then I usually die after that. But it just like
I think you should bring that
went
habit
away.
back, because I don't know if you don't know, but Killing Floor has a secret damage resistance that you get when you yell, "I'm gonna die."
Yeah, no, that's what I usually do is I'll be like, I'm gonna die, I'm dead, I'm not dead, and then I die.
I actually remember that. You said, I'm
Yeah.
dead. I'm dead. Oh, no, never mind. Okay.
Not dead.
That's happened a lot.
The QP literally just like I don't actually know what happened there either. Like that was I've never seen that before. I'm not gonna lie. Like he just decided to walk away, and it wasn't even like a affliction. Like he didn't get stumbled. He didn't get like panicked or anything. He was just like,
I just want to kick somebody in the shins and run away.
Yeah, it was really weird, and like we were joking about it, and we said that it was the sacrifice you made the way before. Your sacrifice was accepted by the gods of KF2.
Yeah. I'll just say that I was sacrificed. Whenever I die early on, I'll just say that's a sacrifice to the KF2 gods.
That's what we always did.
Support sacrifice. Sir Elmo, do you have anything that you wanted to ask our fine gentleman here?
That is a great question. Is there actually any specific reason why you choose when you went through the kite route to your hold instead of just going straight there in a beeline?
We kind of took that way because it kind of stretches the Zeds out a little bit more, and they kind of funnel into the gas station down that like little kill box, the little kill zone, right? So if we go up there, we can hang out on the catwalk and then run the numbers down and then drop down and then end at the gas station, and we're like right there. So that was kind of how it's supposed to work. But standing up on the catwalk, you know, it's kind of, you're at the Husk's mercy of who's getting knocked down when.
Yeah, understandable.
You gotta believe. You gotta trust in the Husks. Totally knock down the people that need death.
Yes.
I have my regular question, but I wanted to give Nick a chance to ask any other questions he wanted to ask first before we get into that conversation, if you have any.
I'm assuming that question is, who is the most valuable player?
Yes, indeed, it is. In fact, and I've already asked the chat that question as well, but I wanted to hear what you both thought, Multi and Freed.
I mean, everybody here did so well that it's really hard to choose. So I think I'm going to go with the typical choice, and I'm going to say MJ it really helped with a lot of the takedowns and a lot of the other stuff with those extensions. I think I'm going to have to give it to her.
Yeah, that's a solid choice. Elmo, really quick, were you about to say something, sir? I just wanted to give you a chance really fast to.
No, I was just.
We
about to tell
really
Nick to
don't
steal
care,
your
but
question.
we really don't care, but
Yeah, we don't want to listen to that Elmo guy. No, I'm just
I was
kidding.
just about to tell Nick to steal your question because you said I have my regular question, and then Nick asked you if that was the question. He should have just asked the question straight up.
Yeah. But since you're chiming in, Elmo, what do you think about MVP?
I think that's a tough one in this instance here because we have two very defined lanes. I think it might have to go to either, for me, either Kusu, multiGAINZ, or I think Freed actually, if we're keeping up with the healing on that one.
Okay, that's fair. And I'll go last, so I'll pass it over to you, Freed. Who do you think is MVP in your team?
Say yourself.
I don't know. I really don't know because like that hold is so iffy that like if anyone is kind of like not pulling their weight, it really kind of crumbles fast. I think without the freezes being where we needed them is probably I'd probably say GAINZ for that because a lot of his freezes were like right on point, except for the one that he threw out the window instead of at me, and I died.
That went exactly where it was supposed to.
This freeze.
Yeah, Freed will remember that. By the way.
He knew about the sacrifice. He knew what boons it would bring.
But yeah, no, I would probably go with it would either be GAINZ or let's see, I don't know, like GAINZ, Kusu, or illeth because all three of them are like they were like the glue holding us together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not to take away from anybody, right? Like everybody is well, of course. But there's no, it's not about like comparing anybody or putting anybody down or anything like that. It was just
yeah, no, I get that. I think I would say probably GAINZ just because the freezes really helped us hold a lot.
Yeah.
I want to add on to that. Is that how they announce a new medic for the team? You just throw a freeze grenade out the window, and that's the new medic. It's like the Pope and all that.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I think that could be that. We can make that a new way to summon a new medic. Just throw a freeze grenade out a window.
He doesn't need this. He called
He took the 50 dash I dropped on accident. I'm gonna throw this freeze wrong.
Time. That was my time for payback. I can make it look like an accident.
He didn't bump me for that scrake takedown.
There was a husk in the corner out the window. That's why he was about to throw him right at that point.
Help the medic or freeze the husk. I made the good choice here.
Well, it could have been a blow. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, freeze the blow. Yeah, that's definitely warranted.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta freeze them.
I'd like to say though the whole team did like amazing.
Yeah.
MJ really pulled through. She's been playing with high ping and her Z times are on point. Nigel, he was able to pretty much handle with MJ, so I could flex whenever needed. Kusu and Blue, of course. I don't even think they really called for help from me too much. It was either Free just asking for a freeze, and that he's our shot caller pretty much. Good captain.
Yeah, no disagreements there. I mean, again, everybody played super well, right? There's really no like loser in this conversation at all. Like everybody just played amazingly. And I think for me, I'm gonna kind of cheat a little bit and I'm gonna pick two people, but the first person that I would say is probably going to be MJ as well, just because I think that like someone said it in chat already. I think it was illeth. Just like she was just pulling extensions like out of nowhere. It felt at times, and they were really clutch. There were several moments where you guys were actually going to have to leave the hold even at times because it was starting to get too hot, and she managed to pull off those extensions and let you guys push back up.
Yeah.
And Commando is just honestly like it's pretty much the only like necessary perk I feel for CD, like the truly necessary perk because of how good Z time actually is, you know. And she played it really well. And also, I know for her as well, she's been dealing with a lot of ping issues recently. And I don't actually know if those ping issues were occurring for her during the match, but either way, she played really well. And I think that's definitely worthy of.
She had a handicap, you know. She felt like it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, the game's got to keep her a little bit under control, right?
Exactly.
But the second person I would say though is I'd probably give it to Kusu just because he literally held that entire back lane all by himself. Like that hold only worked because you guys had Kusu. And I don't mean that in like disservice to anybody else at all. I just mean like if you had any other perks set up in that back lane, it just wouldn't have worked because you wouldn't have been able to hold back those time raises. Like he didn't have to worry about that because if they did get too close, he could tank them. And if he couldn't tank them for some reason, then Blue Flame could just stumble them with Heat Wave. And then if that didn't work, then you could derage and then freeze from gains, right? So like it was just a perfect setup that worked out really, really well. And you guys all used your perks as strengths, right, to perfection. So I would say again, number 1 MJ, number 2 Kusu, if I had a second choice. But again, everybody did super well. And also in the chat, I saw a decent bit of everybody. Freed, I see a couple for Freed, some for MJ.
Yeah, it's really hard to judge like who like everybody did so well. Everybody's MVP at this point.
Yeah, I mean even the chat agrees, right? Like it's hard to say because you guys all played brilliantly. But yeah, it's just like a fun question to ask. I don't, you know, again, I don't mean that as like a disservice to anybody else in the team or anything like that. So if you guys don't mind, if you had a little bit more time, there's a couple questions in the chat that I wanted to ask you guys to relay to you guys, if you don't mind answering.
Yeah, any questions?
Freed, were you a medic?
Was I a medic? No, I thought I was playing survivalist.
Oh, okay.
You actually in the match?
Yeah. Were you?
Are you in the
Was
tournament?
that just a clone?
No, actually, no, it's
up on the street or something.
No, it's kind of crazy. I clicked a quick match and then I got a Discord invite, and here I am.
Oh, I see how it goes. Okay.
So the first question that I had from the chat, trying to scroll up and find it. It was from Scorps. He asks, now that TSG has secured their place in the playoffs, do they plan on running the no medic bonus to better compete against the YOLO Masters, who currently at the moment is our first place team?
I don't know. It just depends on what we can make happen in practice. If we can pull it off, I don't see why not. But it's risky. Yeah, it's risky. I would love to be able to do no medic if it's possible.
Yeah, definitely risky, right? Because we've seen it every single time. Actually, there's been a total of, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 3 no medic bonus attempts. None of them have succeeded, unfortunately, and all of them ended the same way, in the sense that like basically what ended up happening was a snowball situation where you fall behind and you just can't keep up because you don't have that constant source of healing. And that's one of the biggest dangers of that bonus, right? But assuming somebody can do it, like 404 was slated to get like over 4,000 points, I think. So if you pull it off, it's just insane, you know? But yeah, I definitely understand that. It's just going to depend, I suppose. Next question is from Coming Through Hot. He asks, the Wave 10 objective hold, what did you two think about it? And did you guys even try it like in practice or anything?
So we did try it in practice. It was actually it was really hard with our team comp because having not quite as much DPS being thrown down range as like, you know, a more precision based kind of team comp. It's really hard to hold that because as soon as one side starts to get pushed, it's just like they just pour in, right? And we were messing around with different loadouts for Zerker to see what would help, and we had Kusu doing all sorts of crazy loadouts. He was using the Eviscerator and then Pulverizer and just trying different things. And we tried it, but after like the 4th or 5th time of us trying it, we just kind of were like, you know what? Let's not do this. Let's not do this one. We'll try to go as quick as we can instead. So.
Yeah, understandable. That hold is honestly, it's kind of mean. A lot of them are mean. Like the objectives have been getting progressively worse as time's gone on. There's less of them, and they just get more and more heinous to deal with, you know. And It's part of the risk factor of going for them, right? So I don't blame you guys for not doing it. I mean, it's possible to do that objective. We've actually done it before. None of the objectives that I've chosen at any point in the tournament are impossible. They've all been doable. But the thing is that some objectives are more easily doable with certain team compositions than others, right? And that's really what I like about them, is because you can have situations where two teams playing the exact same way may not be able to do some objectives that the other can, just because their team composition is different, and it makes the teams have to think about that kind of stuff, which I find cool, you know. But anyway, yeah, it's yeah, I was actually going, if coming through hot asked it first, but I was going to ask you guys the exact thing, because I was actually expecting you guys to go for that because you had a berserker, because a berserker can make that wave 10 objective a lot easier than it would be otherwise. But yeah, no, I don't blame you guys for playing it safe, honestly.
Yeah, I think that L-shaped objective that was right behind the wave 10 one, that one was actually, I think out of all the objectives, that one was my favorite one. I like that one.
Yeah, the L objective is it's fun because if you can pull it off, you're fine. But it gets really dangerous if you have to kite at all, because if the other side is pushed, then you're in big trouble. But no, you guys handled it really well. It was fun watching you guys do that hold. I don't think there's any other questions that I can see in the chat. So I wanted to quickly open up the floor again to Nick and Elmo. If you guys had any last second things you wanted to ask Freed and GAINZ before we let them go. I'm done. I've got nothing else to ask at the moment.
I think that got covered about everything I wanted to ask.
Cool. And Elmo?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disappoint as well. I've been very focused on keeping up with the chat for like the next matches, what's coming up, when and where.
I see that. No problem. Yeah, I think for me that's done. That's it for me. And if is there any last things that you guys wanted to say, Freed and GAINZ, before you guys go?
No, I don't really have anything. Having a lot of fun in the tournament and everything, and can't wait to do the next map.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're starting the playoffs next week, so congratulations to you guys again for clinching a spot. And we will. I mean, I can't say the bracket yet because it just depends on what everybody's scores are. But I think you're probably going to be playing the first seed most likely, so that'll be interesting to see. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you both of you guys for coming in and joining us for a little bit, and congratulations again to THCSNACCGANG69. And looking forward to seeing you guys play next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.
Alrighty. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
All right, guys. So that leaves just us again, and I did just want to take a moment to thank everybody. First, the staff in attendance, Boris the Animal for being our cameraman, and Nick and Elmo for helping me cast. Appreciate you guys all for being here. It's always a fun time. I am very busy, so I'm like ready to go to sleep now. But yeah, I did want to just thank you both, or all three of you rather, and I also want to thank the audience for being here as well. You guys make this. You guys are what make this fun for us, right? It's so cool seeing everybody showing so much excitement for the matches, and yeah, it's just been a blast. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. We do have another match. We have actually 3 more matches today. The next one will be coming up at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, and it will
7 hours. It is CSE, and it's on your channel tomorrow.
It's on my Twitch channel, yeah. So it is going to be Elmo's team, the Chainstop Enthusiasts. They will be playing again FrightYard. And it will be on my Twitch channel, so it'll be twitch.tv/TamariTM. And I'm going to, again, throw out the usual plug that I say. For any of you guys watching, if you had fun watching that and that kind of gameplay looked fun to you, that was controlled difficulty, which is a mod for KF2 that lets us basically make the waves harder than normal. It requires more teamwork, more coordination. Basically, everything that you saw that team doing there. If that looks fun to you and you want to get into that, we have a community that I run that is centered around it, and you can access that at discord.gg/Tamari. Everybody's really nice. We love new players. This tournament is designed for new players, so come check us out, and we don't bite. It's seriously a good time. And yeah, again, once again, discord.gg/Tamari. We will be back later today at 4:30 p.m. PST, twitch.tv/TamariTM. And that's all I've got to say. So I just wanted to pass off the torch to you guys to say closing remarks, and I think that's going to be good to go for the stream.
Sure. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you all had a good time.
yeah, thanks for coming in, and thank you very much to Thick Snack Gang for putting on such an amazing show.
Hell yeah. And congratulations to them as well.
Oh yeah, first match of this round, very nice.
And Boris, did you have anything you wanted to chime in with real quick, just to give you a chance to say whatever you need to say?
Yeah, they really put on a show. I'm sorry, I'm kind of brain dead. I feel like that Scrake that Kusu was beating the hell out of. So,
you and me both, man. Don't worry, I'm with you on that one. I haven't slept yet, so that's what I'm going to be doing in about, I don't know, 20 minutes from now.
Cannot believe you haven't slept yet, man.
Hey, man, the grind. Got to do what I got to do, right? But it's worth it. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it. I think we're going to end the stream there. Once again, catch us later today, 4:30 p.m. twitch.tv/TamariTM. I'm not sure if anyone's typed that yet. Maybe.
I have. Well, no, sorry. Boris has. I put in the Discord, but he did that too. But yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, he did do it. Yeah, thank you, Boris. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll be there again, 4:30 p.m. PST. I hope to see some of you guys there. Thank you so much for joining us today for the cast, and we'll see you guys in the next cast. Take it easy.
Toodles.
Yeah. Unknown Brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so